goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one complete to Washington. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3. At the 40.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be forced out of bounds. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken around the 11. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
It's hot! It's hot! What are you? No, we changed it. It's hot!
Here's Jackson. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up second and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher.
Oh, we're ready. Hey, Alfred, sit up. Hey, hey. Sit up. 180. Oh. Hey, report. Report. Sit up.
On third down, Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kelee Ringo. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Now it's second and 1. A carry here for Wright. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Dylan Sampson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He's got it at the 3. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback.
DC, ready? Hey, shot! Hey, 13. Cut!
A first down throw for Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Jackson now to throw on first down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time.
It's now 2nd
And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That is catch number 60 for the season. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yard. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yeah. Sit hot! 180! Sit hot!
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
1st and 10 on the 20-yard line.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Steelers 16.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Going to be pulled in by Wright. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Report! Report! What? Oh. Hey, middle.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
No, we changed it. What?
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And they'll mark them down just shy of the 40. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
No, we changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Out of the gun. Here's a give to Henry. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Hey, Alpha, sit on! Ready! Ready, shot!
On the option, they give it to Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 1.
On third and 1, here's Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's another.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
At the 12-yard line.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Ready!
A give right up the middle to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Second down, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be lucky to just get some positive yards out of that one. Out of bounds, pickup of 2.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Jackson from the gun on third down. That's taken in. It's Rasheen Ali. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Alpha, sit on! Sit on! Ready! Ready, shot! Sit on! Ready, sit on! Sit on!
Now movement up front. It's a big decision coming from the officials. Who's the penalty on? On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Back to it now after that made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Second and 10.
Set, here we go, set. Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. Third down coming up.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or
into space. And he will score. Jalen Wright. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Hey, Alpha, shot. Hey, middle. Shot. 180. Hey, shot.
Off the play fake. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Jackson now on second down. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down.
Hey, report. Go. Stop.
Throwing Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Peyton Rosen that time in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, here's Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
You have to wonder, Mike, how are those previous mistakes he made earlier in the game still lingering in the back of his mind? You can tell he's being a little bit more conservative. He doesn't want to risk throwing a 3rd interception and kind of just throws this one away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
At the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. This one complete to Washington. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. They get 16 on that connection. That's a Steeler 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Head up. This is right. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Down the left sideline. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 37.
A first set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
The shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Jalen Wright, touchdown Pittsburgh. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign. The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. Accelerating toward midfield.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
This fielded at the 2. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
A first down throw for Jackson.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
With a shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Jackson. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to have the Ravens first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the air one more time with Jackson. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will score. Game on. Kez Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for 2, and it does not pan out.
31, Ravens 26.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, they're close to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get that out wide to Sampson, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Steeler first down.
He'll look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Moving left. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. successful two-point conversion.
26. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. LaJohntay Wester now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
13.
Play action now. Jackson escaping to his left. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown.